Farmer on. Sounds great.
Welcome to another Wednesday night session. I'm Blanks, and these are my Battle Bards. Tard is not with us tonight. I hope everything's well. He's getting foot surgery done for it because he
Ooh,
was bouldering and he fell off and he had all kinds of fun stuff. So that's where he's been at for the last couple of days or something like that. Last couple of days.
damn.
Thank you all
Hope he's
for
okay.
dealing with the chaos of last week. I thought I was just throw something a little fun. I wanted to play a little bit, so I threw that out there. Um, and we last left you guys off with a black void of being transferred after a game wipe. And the last thing, does anybody remember the last things you guys heard as you were being teleported or as the game was ending?
Um,
I do not remember.
So you guys ended.
wasn't it like Now You Know or something? Or
No,
no.
yes, that was before, but there at the end, you guys heard a dark, deep, sinister voice saying, "How queer." Um,
Hmm.
with that tonight, boys, I'd like to introduce you to Dream a Little Dream, episode 13, The Bard's Tale.
Hell yeah.
So, I don't have a lot of maps until the end of the conclusion. So we're gonna use a lot of what we like to call back in the day imagination. I wish I had the song, the imagination.
Imagination.
So, but we are going back to our characters, and we are gonna start actually with you, Chef. Um, so as you heard the words "how queer," you stop playing Hal. You kind of like all of a sudden hear another voice, and you hear it. You say, sorry, you hear the same voice, and you also hear it say, "Two souls, one one body. This could work. This might be able to work. Let's give it a try." And as you hear that, all of a sudden you're being shaken. You're being shaken, and you're hearing a switch turn on, and you're feeling the buzzing of electricity throwing through your body as you powering up as an automatoid. Um, and you hearing as you're being shaken, a voice that you don't recognize, a female voice that sounds exactly like Brigitte from Overwatch,
Hmm.
saying,
Okay.
"Wake up, got you, wake up," and all happy and chipper as the Brigitte sounds like. Um, and now, as you are coming to, you realize that your name is Gatu. Um, you feel that somewhere in the back of your head is Duncan, but it almost Duncan almost seems like that's the dream.
Right.
Um, and as you are like waking up, you're thinking to yourself, "Where are you? What is going on?" And as that is because you're not 100% sure going what is happening, and your eyes are
Yeah.
opening up, and you see a human paladin standing in front of you, and I'm still in the works of the Holy Crisp, but she's holding up a shield, and I haven't decided what the Holy Crisp is. So at this present moment, it's probably a sparrow. We're gonna use a sparrow. Write this down,
Okay.
somebody. um, and if you we could do a twist on it. We could work on that a little bit. But you see a sparrow, um, on her shield, but mostly on her chest plate as well. And she's waking you up, and she's like, "We've came all this way. We have to make it. We have to make it to the Coliseum. Um, we have to.
We we've been waiting all this time. We got to. How far is the Coliseum away?
Um,
Good morning, I might say. You look
well,
beautiful.
well, thank you, thank you. I mean, I can't do a good Vergita. I gotta hire a voice actress. Thank you. Um, we must We must stop the evil witch. We have to. And the Coliseum is not that far away. We are very close. Probably less than 2 to 3 hours of a walk. Um, the village is right over there. So
Well,
I'm excited that we could finally make it. I hope that we this journey is for a knot and we can actually investigate what is actually going on in this village and what really happens in this Coliseum.
yeah. Let's. Are we going to need backup for this?
The church wouldn't let us have any backup, and it's our job as you know the newbies to go investigate. And
Um.
by that, I do mean I don't think anybody really knows that we're out here.
I would know what this person's name is, right? I'm not
Yeah,
about to ask.
her name is Brigitte.
Okay, so it is. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna say, well, Brigitte, I just booted up, and are you good? Are you good to go? Do you need to get anything?
I
Do you
mean,
need food or
yeah, we're gonna
or
cook.
water or anything?
I think we're gonna cook some food. I'm gonna cook a little bit of food for me.
Well,
You could get your things together. Make sure you have all your parts. Make sure
okay.
you don't leave your crossbow arm behind again. And she kind of
Oh yeah,
chuckles.
the crossbow arm.
and
But that sounds good. That sounds good. I'll uh I'll be following you.
and so as you're booting up, you're looking around, and you kind of looks like you guys stayed in a place
Mm.
that is a wear down like windmill. Half the windmill is pretty much gone. It's crumbled around, and the propeller is kind of probably like it is propped up against the building. Um,
Mm.
if you look outside, the roof has a big gaping hole, and it's really a nice day today. Um, as is where you're standing, you can see through like actual sun, blue skies, maybe a little bit of birds chirping, and you're looking around, and you were sitting right next to the front door, um, and the bed that she was sleeping on was against the wall, next to you by the front door. So like it would be like the door here, and then it would kind of lay out, and then the wall, and then the bed would be on the left side wall as you would walk in, and then back out. It has a small little fireplace that she has started, and it has a kettle going and burning at the present moment. And other than that, that's what you're in. It's a one bed. There's nothing really in there. Maybe you got maybe a little table that had like one chair because you kind of wheel down. You don't really sit. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, I think I'm just about ready here. This place is creepy. We gotta get out of here. We gotta find ourselves some better living conditions, Brigitte. What are we doing here?
we've been traveling. We've been trying to stay low key. Come on, you're so silly. You
Uh,
think
you you know best, but all right, go and get some rest out here.
and she like giggles, and then she reaches in her bag and she reaches over and she like she's like, we thought about that before we left. Don't worry. And then she like starts like crinking you up with a little bit of oil in your joints, and
Oils me up. Nice.
so
All
as
right.
this is going on, um, we'll go over to Dags. Dags, you are waking up, and as you heard the voice, how queer, you also hear the voice say, two bodies, or two souls, one body. Maybe this could work. Maybe this one would help in this time. And as you are waking up, you're hearing this voice. You it's blocked out from the nightmare. This hellish nightmare. You're running, and you don't know what you're running from. And as you were running, you tripped and you slid. And as you were gripping for this ledge, as you were falling off the cliff, your right hand, you reach up and it's gone. And as you wake up and you look straight down at your right hand, it is gone. And you look around and you see that you're kind of like in a fancier room. It has rugs and tapestry, and it's inside of a castle, and it's beautiful brick walls and stained glass windows. And you look around, and there's like robes just hanging. Your bed is a four-biller, and it has tapestry hanging down from your bed, and it's quite a big room. I'm saying probably about 30 foot kind of a room, 33 squares style type of room. A big wooden solid door, and you're waking up and you have like you're very woken up sweaty of this weird dream that you don't really recommend. And as you're waking up, as to the thought of Pilgrim is more of the dream than what you are dealing with right now. Right now, you are Hal, but you're not the Hal that you just witnessed. You're a Hal that has no hand, and you really don't know where you're at, but you still don't have like the hardcore thoughts of Pilgrim.
I feel as though I am like conflicted between two personalities right now. And like in that conflictedness, I feel like a third personality would arise to kind of balance the other two.
So you have a third. Is this Ratchet Malone? I can't think of his name from Moon Knight. Anyways, okay.
And I would just I look I'm like looking around. You said I don't have one of my hands.
Your primary hand, right? We did we say
My
that was
right.
the right? Yeah. Um, which if you want to change it to your left, you're allowed to right now. This is canon at this point. Is it left or right?
Uh, it's going to be my offhand.
Good, good. No. So you wake up and it is the hand that you think back that you touched something you don't remember what it was that made your hand disappear, but you do feel like the faint phantom limb syndrome. So as you went to sit up and you put both your hands down, that's when you realized you didn't have your hand. You totally thought it was you were going for the motion to sit up, and that's as you put your your stump down, you realize to push down that you don't really feel the bed with your other hand.
I feel like I start to remember myself in this moment as not having a hand, and I feel like I would like twist off of the bed and like instinctively reach for my prosthetic hand on the bedside table.
And as you do, you reach over and you find the prosthetic hand, and it's a kind of a leather um, strap and um, a medium gauntlet. But inside the gauntlet is made with just some gears, and it's enchanted. Um, so it once you put it on, the enchantment makes you think, and it kind of just works like it's a real hand.
I feel like this is something that I made for myself, like tinkering in my basement. So I think I'm gonna I'm gonna stand up off the bed and I'm gonna put my robe on or put like my like worker outfit on, and I'm gonna go down into the basement and work on my next project.
So as you're putting on your robes, they're these nice, big, thick, heavy robes, And on the robes there is a hand, and on the hand is a eyeball, and it's holding an eyeball, and it's inside of a triangle. And you put these on, and you go out to the door. And as you leave your door, you see two guards, and they look at you, and you look at them. And these two guards are tieflings. One's a tiefling, one's a half demon, actually, and they both nod at you. And you nod at them, and you kind of start walking down the hallway. Um, and so as that's going on, we wake over to um, rhythm. Rhythm. I'm sorry, I can't figure out who's all here with me yet or not, so I apologize. So you good to go, rhythm?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. So
Cool.
you are waking up, and again you hear how queer, and it's interrupting a dream of you running through some grasslands. And as you are being chased through these grasslands um, by tieflings, um, you're fighting back and you're getting shot, and this is like a dream that you're having. And as you're waking up to it, you also hear two souls, one body. Let's see if this works. This will be interesting. And you are waking up, and as you're like waking up, you're hearing somebody shout at you, "Slop!" And food gets thrown through a door. And as you're waking up, you kind of like jump towards the food, but you realize that your arms are actually chained to the wall, and you fall back as hard as you can. And as the guard walks by, they tell you, "Eat up. You're gonna need your strength for later." And so yeah, and as you look around, you look again. The thought of Mike Shiitake is more the dream than you are now. You know of it. It feels like he's a part of you more so that I want to express than everybody else. But at the same time, at the thought of it, it's way more dream state. Like it's your happy place when you go when you want to sleep and you feel like you're safer, and so you always just want to feel like you want to curl back up and sleep. Um, but as you're waking up today, you know the you look outside, and from your view, it's kind of like the sun's trying to shine through a very gray looking sky. Um, and you don't really hear much animals. You hear other prisoners or people groaning as you start like waking up and your eyes are opening, and you see you're in a probably a 15-foot cage. Hay you're waking up on with a pillow, and a guard shoving food at you that looks like slop.
No
And
utensils are there?
I'm sorry.
There's no utensils, are there?
Um, no, it's a bowl. And
Wooden or metal?
uh, wooden.
Okay. 15-foot cage? So
Yeah,
bars around all the sides?
all the sides.
How large is the room?
The room is let's say about a 40-foot room. There's multiple other cages in there. You see about maybe two other goblins. You don't quite recognize them offhand from where you're sitting. If you want, you can give me a perception check or an investigation check. But you also see tax bees. You actually see a tax bee down the. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but one down in the corner, um, in a cage over there, and you see most of the cages. So there's now thinking about like how much the people, how many cages are in there. So a lot of the cages are not full, but there is like you and the Taxby and maybe a couple other goblins, so like 2 or 3 other goblins, um, and for fun maybe a kobold.
Um,
But you do see a lot of the guards that are walking around look like I have to go over there. They look like tieflings, and on top of their chest they are wearing a triangle on their breastplate, a triangle with a hand and a eye in the middle of the triangle. And with the 14, you can see that the hand is a left hand.
do I?
And
Hmm.
with the other guys, with the 14, you see that one is actually dead, and the other one is not one that you do recognize, but he is a another one from a tribe that is close to you guys that you don't rival with, or
Hmm.
that you actually try. You do more trading with them than the other ones or any other tribes around.
All right. When the guards get far enough away, they're out of earshot. If they do, um, whisper over to the not dead goblin. Um, in goblin. Um, have you figured out who these people are yet?
What? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Have you figured out who these people are yet?
I don't even know how it happened. I just remember we were supposed to meet up with a caravan, and we got ambushed. Give me like 2 seconds. I gotta plug this in. Okay. You there? Okay, that's really awkward. But yeah, I can't hear you if you're saying anything at the present moment. I can hear you. I can't. Is he? I can hear. I can hear him laugh. Okay. They they got him before they made it here. He bled out, and as he said that, you see a crossbow shot to the back, and he looks dead from the wound. The wound seems semi-infected, from where you're saying, which is probably about 15 feet view, and he's going kitty corner. The guy you're talking to is to your left, one cage over. You guys are actually talking through a empty cage. Correct. And because we're a family stream, you do hear guards mimic very derogatory words of gender slandering towards you for being a female trapped in a cage, saying they're going to do terrible things to you with terrible things like a stuff. So you kind of have this rage and fear inside you. I was just trying to set that up of like what you kind of had as a fear. I have this plugged in. So I want to do this. I want to do this. I've also realized this. Shit.
Tabaxi. and do the same kind of, and switch to common, and hey friend,
The Tabaxi.
this
Oh,
hey this other like me over here says they just got ambushed and doesn't know where or who we are, who took us or why or where we are. Do you have any ideas?
um, the Tabaxi looks asleep to you and doesn't respond to what you were saying. Sorry, I realized something about my. Okay. Yeah. So he looks like he's asleep. He's curled up in the fetal position, and he does not respond to you with anything that he said. To what you said, and as you're looking around, you do see the window, and the sky kind of turns a little bit more red, and thunder starts kind of happening. And we're gonna go back to Chef. Chef, as you're getting all your stuff together, you and Brigitte, you are walking out the door, and what seemed to be a beautiful blue rolling, a beautiful sunny, beautiful day. Um, these grayish clouds start coming rolling in, but they seem to be like more actually expanding from a point, and the point happens to be like coming from over this hill that you guys will will walk over as you leave the house and follow the trail out. And as you get to the top of the house, you realize there's this town that is in a circle, that's built in a circle kind of a pattern, and in the middle is a giant tower. Um, and the gates are the gates look open, but as the clouds are expanding from the tip of the tower, so all the blueness of the skies are were happening at today, becoming to disappear. Um,
Hmm.
as you're walking towards it, they seem to be expanding about the same pace as you're walking.
Hmm. You think that's a dark wizard? We're after the dark wizard, right, Brigitte?
It's gotta be them. We have to we have to go in and we gotta figure out what what is happening and what's causing that crazy
Let
darkness,
the dark clouds?
the dark clouds.
I guess we should keep rolling along. I mean, walking for you with your feet, but I'm gonna keep rolling.
So you're getting closer to the city, and you see, excuse me, you see a bunch of like um, robed type people coming walking it like past you. And we all seem to be wearing as the symbol on their chest that is a hand in a triangle with an eye. And as you guys are walking by, um, you will definitely realize.
Do we know? I'm sorry. Do we know what the that symbol is? Do we recognize that symbol that we're seeing?
You give me a history check.
I recognize that symbol.
A 13.
You know the symbol. It is a symbol of the. Oh my god. I'm not going to eat that anymore. Um, the cult of. What's the name that I put? Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. The worshipped one. And
Call. And you said what the symbol looks like? What?
it's a hand and an eyeball instead of a triangle.
Cool. And they're walking towards us.
They're walking towards the town. The gate seems to be open. You guys are coming over a hill, and you see a group of them walking towards the town, all wearing, there's about 50 of them walking into the town. And you're like coming up over the hill, and as you were watching them walk into town at the present moment. And I'll let you sit there and think about that for 2 seconds as
Are
David.
they looking aggressive?
No,
Like,
they are looking like they're just going into the town.
do we
Um,
know if they're like an aggressive cult or is this like is it a cool cult? Like,
with your history check, no, this
Go
is
personality.
uh, this seems to be like a one of the cults that your um your pilgrish your pilmish I can't think of the word uh, that you guys are
like
against.
What?
investigating?
Yeah,
Okay, me and Brigitte.
you and Brigitte.
Okay, all right, cool. But they're not like about to go fuck some shit up. They're just like around,
You're not
and
sure.
there's 50 of them.
You don't. They don't look hostile as they're walking in, but
Yeah.
they one don't know you're there, and two you don't really. You know that there's a coliseum. You don't know what's going on there. So
Okay.
and
Cool.
um, this town, you weren't really sure when you're coming upon this. The town is new to you. You just knew of a coliseum. You didn't know where the coliseum was at. So you're also assuming this. She's saying that the coliseum is here, but this town is a new thing to her. She didn't realize that it was gonna be there.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
I guess that's the best way I can kind of explain that. And then as you are walking down the hallway, you are getting um, further down. You're passing more doors and guards, and you see other wizards walking by, and they are, you know, about your age, going up and down. Some are going into, library, what looks like libraries as the door opens and closes. You have a sense that you are going down to like the third floor, or at least that's where you're like kind of auto walking. And as you're getting down there, you see like tinkers and fires, and people making kind of like gears and crafts like that. Um, and as you're getting down there, um, someone grabs you by your shoulder and turns you around, and you see it's one of the guards. And the guard is wearing a black helmet that kind of comes down just to the tip of his nose that guards his eyes, but it leaves his bottom of his mouth exposed, and it's a black suit. And on his chest plate is the triangle with the hand, the left hand, and the eye. And you look at your hand, and for some reason you have a longing feel like the glove that you have is something, but you're not sure what you are trying to model it after. Like, I still got something back in my throat. You feel like there's something to do with the hand on his chest, the hand on your robe, and the hand on your hand, and you're not 100% sure what these feelings are, but do you feel like there's something to do with all that in your hand? And yeah, so as you get down, you're having that moment of feeling.
And I'm thinking about the hand, about like my lost hand,
Mm-hmm.
and like all of my plans to try and fulfill, like getting that back. And it makes me hurry toward my, or at least attempt to hurry toward my shop faster.
So while you're scurrying over to your shop faster, Shitaki's sitting there, and the taxi is still sleeping. I'm waiting for Nikos to get back so we can actually get the taxi to go. So, just a spoiler on that one. I apologize. Um, but a guard comes up to you, Rhythm, as you're sitting in the cage, and he looks at you, and he stops, and he sits there, and he sniffs the air, and he looks down at you, and he goes, "Do you smell that?"
I ignore him.
He looks at you and goes, "Did you hear me, wench? Am I deaf, or am I mute, or are you just deaf?"
I ignore him.
He looks at you and he kind of like spits, but he doesn't like hit you. And he goes, well, you'll enjoy the cage while it lasts. Is maybe you should have thought of maybe talking to me. I could have helped you with some right proposition." And he kind of smirks and he walks away. And as he's walking away, the gnome or the goblin next to you looks over and goes, "Are you really Rhythm?" And and he's like, "Weren't you the the captain of the guard from your village?"
I nod to him.
And he looks over and goes, "How how how did how do they outbest you?"
Best of us can get caught in a trap, particularly when you're going to do some trading. You know,
And
it happens.
he looks at you and goes, Do you think it was an inside job? Think we were set up maybe? Or I would I don't know if our and then he just kind of stops. And then the thought of that just kind of like ruined his day even more. So then
I don't recognize the triangle hand eyeball symbol, do I?
um
Why do I history check that?
give me a history check that.
That's appropriate. I have no fucking clue.
No, you don't really have any clue of what it is. You just see the guards wearing it. Um and and again, you can't really remember how you got to where you're at, so it has nothing to really go with on that. I'm sorry, I'm waiting for Nikos. You're supposed to have more interaction with him, but he's
Okay.
God damn
damn
it,
it, Nikos,
Nikos.
right?
Imagine I get to my workshop and start tinkering.
So you
Yeah,
get
it's okay to circle around me.
um, and so as that is going on, you get up to about 15 feet away from the last of the cloaked people walking in. You notice that the guards at the door are standing there, and you see that they are holding crossbows and arrows. Um, Brigitte stops and just looks at you and goes, "Any ideas?"
We're not doing anything wrong. I suppose we just kind of wheel our way in there and follow behind these people. We're not doing anything wrong. We're just going to town. These people don't look hostile, do they?
So as you're getting
Nobody's
up,
hostile, right?
so as you get up, you get in line. You're walking behind all the people. Um, you get to the guards, and they stop as you're walking up, they stop you two, and they look at you, and they look up and down, and they business. And Brigitte looks at you and looks at them and goes, the arena? And they kind of look at both of you and they go, you don't look like the type. And she kind of looks over and goes, what is the type? And at all this time, you hear them going back and forth. You're seeing the town is you looking at. Give me a perception check.
Um, 20.
You see the town is empty, other than just those 50 people that just walked in. Um, and you notice that the wall is like there's no real guards on top of the wall as well. And what you do see for guards are probably a handful of them kind of running around in the town. And the buildings inside there kind of look like they are or were, buildings. They might be being constructed or they might be becoming shambled and, people are just kind of standing there. But either way, it kind of looks like there's nothing really in that town. And as the town, you look in the town, it looks like there's no grass. The trees are all kind of dying, and there's like really nothing that good that's coming from that.
Yeah, and the storm cloud is right above, like
Yeah, that's
hard,
right.
just over the
And
town.
it is over the town. It's actually past your guys' head, and it's stopped right before it got to that little windmill village that you guys were at before.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are the guards these fucking cult people, or the guards like town guards?
Now the guards are as you walked up, you saw on their armor they have that triangle with the hand and the eye on it.
Alrighty, so me and Brigitte are pretty much the only non-cult members in this town right now.
You're not even in the town yet. The Brigitte and them are
Right,
bantering,
they're talking
and
about
I
it.
am going
Okay.
to
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this real quick, and I'm gonna go persuasion and see what she gets. She got a night one, and so the guards are like, "You guys have no business here, and we don't we don't trust you at all. And if we see you around here, we
I'm
will."
gonna say, sir. You're misunderstood. We're just trying to. We were told to come investigate what's going around here, and we got official business here, sir. Can you please just let us in and do our job?
He kind of sneers at you, and he's like, "So you're trying to say you're being nosy?"
Oh no, sir, no, sir, no, sir. Brigitte over here, she can be a little nosy sometimes, but me, sir, I'm just trying to do my job.
And give me a persuasion.
17.
Um. So he's like, looks at you, and he's like, "I don't know what kind of business or where you guys have come from." And then he looks down and notices the bird, and he kind of laughs to himself. He goes, "Of course they would send send somebody." And he looks at you, and he kind of just grunts, and he steps aside, and and the other guard kind of like looks at him like, "What are you doing?" And he looks at him, and he's like, and he kind of mumbles something to him, and he's like, and he kind of grunts, and then they both let you go through.
Sweet. I say have a smiley day,
And
and I roll on through the door.
um, so we're gonna keep going around in the circles,
Yeah, for
Nikos.
sure.
So,
Who am I supposed to load?
oh, you're loading up Panthro.
Panthro? Okay.
Yeah, and you can have him 100% healed. And so you get to your workshop, um, Hal, and you're there, And about 15 minutes into whatever you're tinkering on, you feel this chill run up your neck, and a hand just grabs your shoulder, and you kind of get a little bit more sweat because of whose hand this is that belongs to you. It's a hand. It's a respect, but it's a respect out of fear type of hand. The person that is touching that is hand that belongs to you, and you hear her say, "My sweet child, you daydreaming again, tinking around, imagining finding the lost hand the lost hand of the worship one." And as you turn around, you look over and you see a blue skinned um, half or tiefling, and with white hair and wearing purple robes. Her name, but you can't think of it. You've seen her, and you know you're afraid of her, but you just don't place why and and what is going on. But you have this chill and fear as you're sitting here talking to her.
Okay.
Oh, this is Hal.
It's for me.
You're almost there, sir.
I'm I I
Huh.
have this like I want to like I want to hide what I'm doing from her. Uh, even though like do I you said I don't trust her or do I trust her?
You 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 tr- you respect her out of fear.
Respect her out of fear. So I feel like that so I wouldn't trust her 100%
Correct.
on
On
explaining to her like what I'm actually like what I was doing with Vecna. So not Vecna with the hand.
Okay.
yes.
Sorry. And and I pull up one of my other like experiments that I've been working on, and I show her that I'm not I'm over it. You know, I'm past that now. I've got other ideas, and I pull up this drawing of what I call the Homelight XL uh, chainsaw, and I show her that I don't need a hand anymore. I can weaponize. I put my stump in here, and I can use this chainsaw. Uh, and I'm past looking for the hand that I lost.
I'll give me a persuasion.
23.
We're gonna find you a chainsaw hand thing to add to your inventory. Um, and she just kind of like looks at you and just goes, you know, there's nothing wrong with losing your hand. You know, everybody does stupid things. And she just kind of like laughs, and she's like, you know, you were brave enough just to even go hunt that tomb. And with that, she's like, leave your leave your chainsaw hand here, and she grabs her hand. She's all it's time, and she's like, escort me to the arena. And so you do you go with her?
Absolutely.
Um, so as you're walking to an arena, give me a perception check.
Yikes. 8. I mean,
um,
that's great. I got an 8.
yeah, you see, you see the club folks all like start walking that were coming through the gate that I was talking about earlier, walking towards the direction you guys are going to. Um, they're about 20 feet in front of you, and you guys are you guys are catching up to where they're going, and you'll be there shortly. And we're back to rhythm, and rhythm as you are there, you see the guard look over and looks at the taxi, and he kicks the cage and he goes, "You can't sleep all day." And you look over at the taxi and you start seeing him twitch and start stirring. Um, Panthro, as you are being awoken, you're hearing in your head, "How queer! Two souls, one body. Let's see if this one works." And as you're hearing that, oh my god, this thing's still like killing me over here. You are being really, whatever that voice was saying, really woken by somebody kicking the cage. You have the thoughts of sorry, Jace, far in the back of your head. He seems to be more of the dream than this being a dream to you.
Okay.
And you're waking up to being kicked. You I'm going back over to rhythm because I have to
Yep.
explain that to you
Nope, you're
if
good.
you were getting woken up. Rhythm, go. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta get a drink and tell me what you're gonna say.
I'm gonna wait until the guard wanders off, so we can't hear our conversation. And go, "Psst. Hey friend, this other over here, like me, doesn't know how we got here or who these people are. How about you? Do you know? Or were you ambushed? Or is it all kind of like a dream?"
The last thing I can remember, excuse me, is a lot of blood, but that's it.
Give me a history check.
Me?
Yeah.
Bum, ba-da-bum. 11. Ooh, that's pretty high for this one.
You are pretty much bruised up and you have tape on your hip and you don't really you remember blood, but you don't remember much more than that blood. Some screaming. Uh, if you close your eyes and you think about it, you hear a woman's voice scream out, "No, Panthro!" and some children screaming. But other than that, you're not 100% sure. And does your guys use nunchucks? Just curious.
My guy?
Yeah.
Nah, I use a short sword, a longbow.
Because Panthro used nunchucks.
Oh, that's right. I should have had him use nunchucks. I
A
didn't even.
blue one and a red one with little claws at the end of them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fire and ice.
Yep. You're right.
We'll have to get
I forgot
there.
about that. Well, make it happen at some point, maybe.
So yeah, that's what you remember.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, if you had more questions, I was just gonna have the guard come in if you guys had nothing else to ask or play out. Or
I was more just gonna ask Rhythm. I don't remember what your character's name
Rhythm.
is. Oh,
Rhythm.
perfect. Oh, I didn't know it came up like that for him, but perfect. Anyways, Rhythm, you know what happened to maybe the other people that we might have been with? If we were with other people, I feel like we were with other people, but I'm not sure.
Rhythm, give me an inside check. No, because that's the motive. Give me another history. Yeah, give me another history, I guess.
Go, Gadget. That's not bad.
You He's right. There were other people. Weren't there other people? You're thinking to yourself now, and you hold up your hand, and you're thinking back to to your last thought, and you're looking at your hand, and you're looking at 5, and then you're putting down one, and you're putting down your thumb, and then you're staring at 4, and you're doing that for like a hot minute as you're trying to figure out, was there other people? Uh, um, Panthro.
Uh
Uh,
huh.
the the fact that you can remember other people, um, is weird because at the same time you are not sure.
Sure, if there were other people, but I
Yeah,
feel like there were other people.
but and now that you're feeling like there's other people, you're looking around and you see Rhythm, and you see uh, another goblin. You see another goblin. So you see a total of 2 other goblins, and then a bunch of extra empty cages, and then you're in a far one to the right, about like 2 cages away. So you're like whispering, but it's still a little bit of a not
Of a
super
holla.
quiet. And um, you're thinking you're trying to think about how long have you been here, and if blood is the last thing you remember, have you
Whose
been
blood it was?
yes. Um, so as this is going on, the guard comes in and looks at you and he goes, "Well, we're gonna see how good of a fighter this wench really is against our great champion." And he looks over at you, Panthro, and he kind of grins, and he goes, "You up for the fight?" And he slides you over your sword, and he looks at you, Rhythm, and he goes, "This is gonna be fun." And he walks over to you, and he opens up your cage, and um, he takes the shackles off the wall and puts them together in front. Like he unbreaks them and then chains them in
Ooh,
front of
excuse
you,
me.
and he goes, "All right," and he starts pulling you along to this little room or to this door. And when he opens it up, it's a little room, and in the corner is your weapons that they confiscated from you. And he's like, "No funny business," and we don't have to. We can have this done the right way, and we don't have to kill you unfairly and then do unspeakable things to your body. And
Okay.
he's like, "You go for your weapons after I leave your room." And he uncuffs you, pulls a crossbow at you, and stares at you as he backs out to the door, sits the door, locks it, and at that point,
Flip a rude gesture at him as he's closing the door. I flip a rude gesture at him.
"Hi, Dolly," and there it is.
Hello, Dowie.
Um, so at that point, I'm assuming you're all gearing up.
Who
Um,
am I fighting? I'm
uh,
not fighting Rhythm, right?
you're fighting Rhythm.
Ah, fuck my life. Okay.
Um,
I imagine I'm in the penthouse box.
so you guys, you're making it in, and you get past all the people, and yeah, you make your way all the way up to some prime seating where nobody else is sitting around you other than um, Madam Pixie, or yeah, Pixie, Madam Pixie, and what was this? Gotta make sure I have this over here updated now. Do do oh
How old the bad guy? I can't.
no, Let me finish the story. Well, actually, I don't know. You gotta ask him.
I just
Oh,
don't remember from last time who anybody's names were.
oh, hell. Nobody was.
Quids was like the Grand Lich.
It
I'm
wasn't.
Howl.
Oh, you're Howl.
I'm Howl.
Okay.
I'm
I
like
don't
a
know. It
shifty
was hard
wizard.
enough to learn the old names for
Hmm.
everybody.
I know.
Right?
No, no.
Madam,
It's gotta get better. You gotta remember so many names, so many characters, so many souls. So as you guys get there, um, you are got to you get into the stands and you see you're surrounded by all these cloaked people, and you and Brigitte are sitting there, and then you also see sitting over in the corner Madam Pixie and Hal. Um, Madam Pixie stops and looks at everybody and goes, "All right, it is time for the great sacrifice," and opens up the gate. And out comes Panthro through one door, and out comes Rhythm. And you guys are standing there from this door, uh, Rhythm, this door, Panthro. So you guys are coming out from that way, and Madam looks down and goes, "No, remember, whoever wins gets to be free. You just lose a hand." And she just laughs and goes, "Panthro, this would be your fifth win. You will definitely be set free and kill this creature." And she kind of just like spits at you, Rhythm. And as all this is going on, Gatu, you look. Give me. Okay, everybody, give me a perception or a. So, Gatu, you're looking at them, at the fighters, and you don't see much Rhythm. um, and you're seeing the fighters, and they kind of seem familiar, but you're not 100% sure why you're feeling that. Panthro,
I got nothing.
you are
You guys are about to fight. That's what you see.
Yep. I'm about to fight this person that I feel like I should know, but
Barely
I
see
don't know.
that.
and
Yeah,
Hal.
right.
What do you got,
Me?
Hal?
What do I have?
Yeah, roll me a perception, please.
I rolled a 10.
Oh, a 10? Yeah, you're still like staring at your hand, and you're thinking about what, and you're like, yeah, dungeon, dungeon, yeah. Um, so
I'm gonna turn to Brigitte and ask her if she knows who these people are. And I
she's
would be like,
like,
I recognize these people, but I just can't put the tip of my whatever I talk out of on it.
I no, I have
You don't
no,
recognize them?
no. And she's like, I feel really
Bitches in on it.
bad for that little goblin girl over there. And she's like, and she's looking around. She's like, I feel we're in a very bad situation.
Yeah, we're
And
supposed to be investigating. Are you taking good notes?
she's looking around. She's like, a murder's about to happen.
I don't know if it's murder. It's more like a. It's pretty much murder.
She's like 10 to 1. So down in the octagon here, Rhythm, you come out and you see next to you bricks that come up to your head. That's how high these little walls are. That you would see right here. And over here, these are pillars. They're about 10 feet high, and they are about 5 feet wide. And then in front of you see a spike pit, and then a spear pit. That's just a pit. Actually, you probably wouldn't see that, so that was my bad. That should have been still probably covered because you would probably have to get down there. So I will talk about that when you get closer to that. So, but here, yeah, you see a bunch of spikes just kind of like in the middle of a circle.
In a circle.
In a
Are
circle.
they spiky on the outside?
They're spiky on the outside and on the tip.
Okay.
Who just the tip?
Just the tip.
Now, where's Panther?
Hi,
Yeah,
Ryan.
where I coming from?
Yeah, I don't see Panther on the map yet.
Yeah.
No?
Negative.
Did I not? I thought I switched it over. He's up here.
I'm up where? Nope. I don't
Yeah,
see
he's
it.
not there on our map.
Really?
Maybe we need to refresh our maps?
Reloading. I just did it and I'm still not there.
Are you on the GM screen?
Yeah. And it's also on my regular screen, so if you look on Twitch,
Nope.
it's there.
Nope. I got nothing.
What were we looking for?
I am not
Panther?
right here.
Yeah, I see on Twitch,
I don't
but
see
we
it.
don't see him on our screen.
Weird.
Is he invisible?
I pull invisibility.
Weird.
He doesn't even know where he is.
I'm a wizard, Harry.
Paste.
But I'm loading up the Twitch
I
right.
feel like I'm just tapping my foot like nervously, and I don't even see what's going on. I'm like thinking about. I'm just like thinking really hard, like in trance.
About your hand.
I grab some sand and load my shotgun with the sand.
Copy. Paste. Yeah, he's not. It won't even let me copy paste him. That's so weird. Okay. Let me try to do this then. You see that one?
That one.
Yes.
Nikos, this is a family stream.
Also, there's a
I know what
mute
you're
button.
talking about.
Mute button.
I don't know that one either. Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Dolly's probably smoking one with you.
Yeah, I know. Tyler's probably doing it too. He's just being a little pussy about it.
Whatever.
Okay, there you go. So yeah. So you load
I am
up your
Panthro.
shotgun with the sun. Panthro, you are doing what?
Readying my short sword and shield.
And
Well, actually, yeah, we're gonna keep that out. Fuck that shit.
and what are you doing, Ty?
I wheeled over here. I was wondering if I could do a history check real quick
Yes. On
and see if I know if, who Dags is, if I can recall how. And I would like to just say that I'm just kind of wheeling around the stadium. I'm not necessarily coming over to Dags. I'm just wheeling around right now.
And you're looking for the
And
hot
then-
dog stand? You're looking for the hot dog stand.
Yeah, I'm looking for the concession stand. Yeah, just real quick.
And as you're like, I'm gonna go look
Okay.
for the concession stand, Brigitte looks at you and goes, "Bring me back a diet."
Will do. And so yeah, I wheeled over. You want me to throw a history? Or
Give me
a what?
Yeah, give me a history. I'm trying to like. You need to give me like a
Yeah, there's not a good one for this one necessarily. I think history is our best bet. Damn it, 5. All right, I guess I'm just gonna keep wheeling.
Hal, give me a history for you.
Oh yeah, you could too, I guess.
19.
Heyo.
There we go.
Fine.
So as he's wheeling off, first off, you think to yourself, how the fuck did he get over here? Where's the guards? Because you look around and realize there's nobody else over here next to you. And then as you go away, you go, wait. And you stop and you think, and you totally lose tracks with your hand, and you kind of have an image of him, and you've seen him before, but you don't know where you've seen him before, but you have this strong feeling of knowing him. As you are getting that feeling, Madden's yelling out down to them, um, let's do some action. Stop your dancing. And Katu is willing in front of you.
I feel like I would like clock that he's like that I recognize him, and I feel like I'd instinctually like accidentally cast Mage Hand, and it would like take the place of where my hand was, and but it would just be strumming like a pick almost. Like like I don't even know that it's happening. But like when I see him, the hand that I lost just starts strumming up and down on like made of blue magic.
Hmm.
Um, and as your hand just kind of like strums back and forth, uh, I just need to roll a die.
But I feel like I kind of like I recognize him, but I can't like put a face to the name or
Um,
like a name to the face.
Pixie looks down and goes, "What are you doing with your hand?" and she kind of just looks at you as like you're a freak and like what the fuck.
I
Um,
look I feel confused and I look down and all the magic just bursts into like just like particles and evaporates away.
um, Down to Panthro and Rhythm. As you heard Madam Pixie yell out, "Give me some action." This fear over you, Panthro, is like a fear that you don't do something terrible will be done to you. Rhythm, you are still really fucking confused, but yet you know that you know Panthro. Oh wait, no, you know that there should have been more people, but give me a give me a straight intelligence check, which is hard for you.
Have a good stat. It's okay.
Do you?
I mean, my dex is good. That's it.
um. So with the eight, you know that there's still something about more people, and you're kind of maybe thinking to yourself, maybe you're thinking about the two other goblins, maybe that were in the cage. Maybe that's what you're thinking of, but you still have the number of five in your head.
5, 4, 5, 5.
Five, five, and then four. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Um, to keep the crowd quiet, I start moving slowly in this direction. How far? Oh, never mind. I can measure it myself. Oh yeah, all right. Um, 45 feet. Um, when I get to about That's give or take about 30 feet away. Wait, I'm still 40 feet away. Outside of it. He's got his sword and shield up. 40 feet away. 13 yards. Yeah. I assume the crowd is making a bunch of noise.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the lowest voice that I think Panthro can hear me, I tell him, there's got to be another way. Too much of this doesn't make sense. Too much of my memory isn't right. Something strange about this. Do you remember your other 4 fights?
No, I don't. Plain and simple.
Exactly. Something strange is happening here. Smells of wizardry and old piss.
All I know is that if I don't do something soon, something bad is going to happen. If she doesn't get her action, her entertainment soon, something bad is going to happen.
I can take you down without killing you. She'll get her action. It'll hurt real bad, but you'll be okay. It'll look like you're dying.
What the fuck?
Is it Billy?
Devil Dog comes racing in.
Screaming at you. As you guys are talking, the crowd starts chanting out, "To the death! To the death!" And then you hear out, "For the worship one! For the worship one!"
I'm gonna start chanting that out too, just getting caught up in the excitement.
And as you're saying that, Doug, you're sitting there and you think in your head and you go, why do they call, when you said Vecna, you knew that was something that you said that makes sense, but you wonder why they call him the worship one, and you don't know why the name Vecna makes rings in your head at the same time. But as you're pondering on these questions that you are,
I think it's the third personality's memory.
it's who was that guy in freaking Moon Knight? His third personality, the one that always protected him, anyways.
Oh, I don't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
It's been you the whole time.
It's been me the whole time.
You're sitting there and you're thinking about this, but you hear Pixie getting really annoyed, and she's like, "This is not exciting for me any longer."
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and I'm gonna slap Panthro with it and tell and like so that he gets his act together and starts this fight.
Um,
It doesn't do any damage. I'm just gonna slap him, like kind of push him towards rhythm.
how are you doing? Like, are you using your hand to project your mage hand and pushing, or can I get a dexterity? Uh, oh, sorry, I was reading. Oh wait, Dolly put up. Do you give me a dexterity and give me a strength just for the push? I just check on each other. I just want to see if he really notices the mage hand pushing him.
You want me dexterity or strength or
You give me
both?
strength and Panther will give me a dexterity.
God, that's terrible. I got a 9.
Are you muted? You're muted. I'm totally not hearing hearing anything you're saying.
Me?
No, Nikos.
I didn't say anything yet. I was waiting because you were in the middle of something.
Oh,
But
I
sorry
got
about
strength
that.
9. So, but wouldn't that be more like intelligence because it's magic?
I'll go with that. Give me an intelligence.
13.
Can beat a 13 with your dexterity.
He's a cat. He better be able to.
Wait, me?
Yes, you.
Yeah.
My dexterity better than a 13? Yeah.
Can you roll?
Roll?
Yeah.
Sure. I got a 16.
So yeah, you feel this like hand come and push you, but
Okay.
it really doesn't move you at all.
Okay.
Good. Yeah. Perfect.
And
I kind of like look around like, what the fuck was that?
you notice how you notice how give me a perception.
Ba, 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 boom! 16.
You notice how and he's reaching out and you think to yourself the others. And as you see him reach out with his hand and pushing you with the little ghost like whatever that he was bugging you as like a little fly, you look at him and you think of blood and you're like in your head you're thinking of a nightmare and there was a thing and it ripped off a head and you're looking at him and you have an inkling while you're thinking about this rhythm. What are you doing?
Um,
I'm sorry, my dad just fucking called me. What? I missed a little bit of that.
um
Did I have to do something?
no,
Okay.
you
I mean,
saw
I remember, I heard how. I saw how.
you saw how you thought about how
Thought about the others.
you thought about the others. You thought about him losing his head, and then you, but you're associating it as a dream.
Okay.
Like was this the dream that you were having before you were thrown here? Um, but you have a sense that you know him, and you
Okay.
know it was him that was just kind of pushed you. And you look over and you since he's standing next to Pixie, maybe you know him because of you guys are
Madam Pixie.
yeah. So there's a lot of logical explanations why you would recognize his face.
Okay, so nothing for me really has changed then.
But you do seem to know him. Other than
Right.
that, like
Right.
you know him.
So I still have to do something soon.
You yes. And it's rhythms.
Be it rhythm factually kill me or I actually start attacking because I know something bad will happen to me.
So rhythm.
whatever, friend. Something's weird about this. Let's let's get a chance to try and figure it out. I can't offer you better than that.
We have
Good.
a little time, so I can't guarantee much for long, but we have a little meet. See how
So
long it takes her to fucking say something else to me, I guess.
You notice that everybody looks the same except for those four. They're all the same. What about those four and you? That's something.
Now that he says that, I look around and start to notice that, I guess.
um so as you're looking around to notice and you're in rhythm as you're pointing this out, um what comes to your head first of all is everybody's wearing cloaks except for these two. You see you actually notice for the first time the robots and a paladin, a human paladin, or a construct and a human paladin. And then when you mention over here, you see a very similar robe that they're wearing, but she's not wearing a hood. And Hell, you're not the changeling. You're a shifling, correct?
I'm a shifter.
Or a shifter. Which I'm not 100% sure what that.
Don't you look mostly human? And then
There's-
sometimes you can werewolf a little bit?
Yeah, you just beast out a little bit. There's not a full transformation, but you gain like certain features, and my features are raven feathers
Oh, word.
as like armor.
Okay. So you'd see. I guess you would see more human-like. Are you?
I look human mostly, except for like a few feathers around my head, and then when I go bestial, feathers cover my whole body. But I'm still humanoid.
So you see a majority of a human. Um,
Yeah.
and he is wearing the same robes that these folks are wearing, except for he's not wearing his hood up as well.
You're talking about me,
Yeah.
so I don't have my hood up.
No, you don't
The,
have your hood up. These all have their hood up. But he's wearing the same robes as they are, and she's wearing just really fancier version looking robes than everybody else is. Um, and Pixie's sitting there, and she's like, "The Whispered One will have his human sacrifice if you do something or not. I prefer, Panthro, that you live continuously and to keep fighting for us. But lately, you've been having that attitude." And she looks at you guys and she's like, "Are you done dancing yet?" And she sits there and she goes, "You know what? No, what? No. Never mind." And she snaps her finger and a portal opens, and in the middle of that spike pit, you see a big fiery bright light strike it, and you see a what looks like a medium firebolt walking behind those pillars. You can't really quite see exactly what it looks like yet, but everybody can roll initiative at this present moment.
I got a 16.
Also 16. What's your dex?
16.
Your dex is 16?
My dexterity, yeah.
Oh. I win.
I got
The
a
only thing
10.
I'm any good at. I got an 18.
See, my 18's in strength.
No, that's the only 18 the good Lord saw fit to give me.
It
Right.
says boom. So Rhythm, she was saying, "I'm over this," and she yells out, or she yells out a name, and she snaps her finger, and all you saw was this fireball hit that circle of spikes that you saw earlier. But now it kind of explains where all that blood maybe came from that you were noticing, and you don't really see it because of how close they are kind of together, but you do see what looks to you like a fire thing. Something on fire. Something on fire is over there. Big and scary. You want to history check that?
Take it.
15? Pretty good. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh You see that it is a fire elemental. Azrael, 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 A
Azrael.
Azer.
Azrael.
With a 15, do I know enough to know if I'm in its league by myself?
Um, you definitely not in this league. You know this. You're actually like fuck. But just by looking at him, you're like fuck.
All right, and do I start the initiative?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, all right, I'm going to 10, 15, 20. I'm going to fall back over here and yell over to Panther. I think we've got a common enemy at this point.
You know it. I'm in on that. I'll help. Fuck the fire looking thing.
And I'll use my action to dump the load that I have in right now and swap to a proper bullet.
The load that I got in right now.
Well, because I'd put in a
Yeah, I know.
sand round for your ass.
I'm trying to make a kinky joke,
Oh, all right.
but nobody was getting it.
All the girls tired of kinky people today. Everybody's trying to say dirty stuff at her.
Fair,
I
guess.
Right, and that's it. I'm done.
Holly? Like Howl the Moving Castle, yes. When he
Dolly.
transforms. um. Yeah. So you switch it out, dump out your shot. Um.
Reloading. Take an action for me.
I'll give you a bonus action on that.
Okay. Then I'll take a pot shot at him. He's within range.
Give me a pop shot.
Hit.
If I tell
22.
you no,
Yeah.
would I say no? Will you be worried? No, I'm joking. Yeah, you're good.
I'd be slightly concerned, but I still wouldn't give up hope. 15.
15
Mm-hmm.
for damage.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. As it, as you shoot it, it growls at you, and it kind of. Well, I can't do anything because it's not his turn. But you realize it also when it hit it, it went ping like a tin fucking can.
Good to know.
Loud, and it echoed. And as it echoed, that shot, the uh, the halfling Miss Madam Pixie looks over, and she has this look of concern in her eyes. And then it goes. Is that it? Right? You moved. You shot. You
Yeah.
bonus action. You
Yeah.
yelled at Nikos for making lewd comments towards you.
Uh-huh.
Panther,
All the
go.
things.
So I can't move this guy. Blanks.
Well, first you couldn't see it, and then now you can't move it. Listen.
Hey man, I'm a lady that has wants. Okay, you should know this by now.
There we go. Yeah.
Thank you, boo boo. Oh, you can so get in there. So I'm fucking go in balls deep, I guess. I'm gonna use my racial ability, feline
Whoa,
agility.
sir, this is a family stream.
What?
Said racial.
Well,
Never mind. Go. I'm throwing up. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
it doubles my speed for this turn. So boom,
Nice.
I'm there. And we're going to attack this mofo with my short sword.
You just went right in there, man.
Yeah, I said I'm gonna go balls deep, so why not? 12
Props.
hit?
No.
No? Yeah.
And you also, as you swing that sword and it scrapes across, so what you're seeing in front of you, ran up and you see this little dwarf on fire looking at you that's seemed to probably be primarily made out of metal. But as he's
Sick.
where his like face is fire just kind of looks like a mane around his face that has a little like
Okay,
grin, blood eyes, and as you swing your sword and it missed or as it scraped his armor, you take 1d5
Oh no.
of fire damage. And
do I gotta roll it or are you gonna roll it?
I did. You take a 10.
Okay. 10?
Yeah.
1d5.
Yeah!
1d5 can't be 10.
That's what I'm saying!
No, it takes 5. 1d10. Oh, wow. Okay, so I said 1d5 or 1d what?
1d5. What you said.
D5 isn't
Yeah,
a
that's not a
die.
thing. I meant to say 1d10.
Jesus.
1d10.
Alright, well, I'm about to die, so good luck, guys.
Yep.
I assume it's Dwarfy Fire Guy's turn.
What? Can I do that right now? Oh, wait. I have second wind. Can I use that?
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. 6. Fuck. Hey, I'll take it. Alright. Now we're kind of 50-50, boys.
Do you have any movement left?
Yeah, at least maybe. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. I'm sorry.
I'm not really supposed to tell you things like that.
Yeah, no, I love you. Thank you. I could probably wait. So that was 30. So like, yeah, we'll say 35. She's coming at an angle. So right about there. I could probably.
So what you guys
Maybe
witness
attack.
is this giant cat creature go running into this,
running in and then running out after he got his
running into this
tail
giant
stomped.
spit of like what looks like the sea circle. You hear a ching, and then all of a sudden you hear a and
Yeah, right.
and this cat comes running back out, and as it comes running back out, its tail is on fire.
No doubt.
And you see the through those holes glow even more. And it's your turn, Gatu.
Get to the Jew.
I'm turn to Brigitte and
Chocolate.
I'm gonna say, what do you think this dude in the middle's doing? Like, he doesn't seem like fair. I thought this was a fight between these two, and then Mr. Fire Dude came sprouting up out of the middle. What's going on here?
She looks at you and she's like, it's exactly what the church thought it is. She's like, these are definitely the cult that we've been trying to look for. Got to. And I am assuming that these boys are in trouble. I think we should, or I'm sorry, these two folks are more trouble than we look. I forgot, my bad. We should go and investigate.
Are you thinking we just
should go and help? I'm sorry.
You think we should just go right in there?
She's like, well, that or we go and take out Pixie now. She's like, but that thing looks like it's from the fucking house. She's all, that one looks definitely looks like she needs some help. Look at all the furs all charred off.
I'm gonna say, okay, let's try to work our way down there. And I'm gonna go to the edge of the stands. I'm gonna wheel my way down there. And how far of a drop is it?
The drop
To
is
like the arena.
so the drop is I guess down. You can like hop over it. It's like 3 feet, 5 feet over, kind of like just like 5 feet, but like 3 feet max. Go 3 feet.
Alright, well, I'm gonna stay on the other side of the wall right now. And Nico, so you at full health? Pant throw?
I am not. I currently have 9 out of 13.
Alright. I'm gonna. I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Panthro as a bonus action. So you get a +2 to AC for 10 minutes. Panthro.
+2 to AC for 10.
+2 to AC for 10 minutes.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna kind of be on the edge, and I'm sitting there like, I love cats. And I'm just gonna say I love cats and cast Shield of Faith on him, cause like don't hurt the cat. So you got that now, and then I am going to hold some sort of action. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna ready a Sacred Flame for when either Panthro or Rhythm get attacked next as my action.
Okay.
Sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so
Can
I'll
you-
attack the guy whenever he attacks one of our friends.
Um. With that, we go over here. Hal, it is your go. Dags.
I'm gonna lean over to Madame Pixie and say, "What are you trying to accomplish here? Shred these men to pieces?"
You know what I'm
Listen,
trying to accomplish here. A little fun, a little entertainment for our Lord Lich King.
where is the Lich King? We haven't seen him in who knows how long.
She looks at you and she's like, "Are you having doubts again? Do you remember the last time you had doubts?"
I'm going to
Give me 1 second.
oh,
Okay, you're going to what?
I think I am going to I'm gonna probably bow my head and do nothing. I'm gonna pass my turn.
Frickin' loser.
Brigette's turn, and she runs up to where you are at too, and she stops at the wall next to you as well, and looks at you and goes, "Ugh, I'm always brash and always running in. You're smart." She's like, "We can heal from here and keep them alive. You're such." She's like, "Why didn't I think of that?" And she smacks her side on the head, and goes, "God, hello." And she looks over and oh, I didn't. second. Oh, okay. Um, First of all, I gotta equip all of her stuff. That would help. And she is going to, as an action, no. Um, why not? She's gonna divine senses, and within 60 feet, she's gonna look around and tell you all the alignments around everybody. Not alignments, but if they're good or evil. And she kind of looks around, and she starts seeing like these rotten aura smells coming from all the different directions. And she looks at you and everything, and she says, "Well, whatever's behind those pillars isn't good nor evil." And she's like, "But everybody else in here," she's like, "We really shouldn't draw too much of attention to ourselves."
No, that's why I
And
stood behind the wall.
she's like, "And that's why I love you." And she uses and hugs you. And then
Yeah, I
it's
hug her back.
Azrael's turn, and he comes. Let's see, yeah, 30, right? 30. So he's going out here. And then going to roll perception check. He doesn't have a perception check. Perception is what? Wisdom or insight?
Yeah, wisdom.
Um, doesn't really know who shot him. Recognizes that the cat, and comes running up to you and attacks with a melee hammer. 18.
I have 18.
Tie goes to you. So he barely misses you. Uh, but he is going to give you 4 to fire damage.
4 to fire damage.
And that is it. It is back to rhythm.
Seeing that Panther keeps on getting caught on fire, I throw my crossbow right here. Right here.
Crossbow?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a crossbow. And I yelled at Panther, use one of these things? Stay out of close range with that. I mean, I can smell you burning from here. Fucking cat fur. And I will move.
Systematic survived. He just texted me. He's out. He's alive.
Oh, is that a surgery?
Yeah, surgery.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Not dead. That's always good.
Muy bueno.
Shit, I can shoot him from here.
Dude.
And I'll just unload on him again.
Okay.
Dirty.
Oh. Apparently I spent too much time moving that crossbow.
And it would just that one goes whizzing by. This little dwarf's head. You shot just a little too high.
Fair enough. I'm all done.
Panthro?
Yeah, I'm gonna swap out my sword for my longbow, I suppose. Try to stay away a little bit because I am about to die. Am I allowed to attack or no?
Yeah.
Oh, you're such a sweetheart.
I mean, you can move too.
That too. I'm gonna. Whoa! What the fuck happened?
Where'd you go?
That's what I'm saying. All I did was click on him. What the? Oh, nope. Oh, come on. No.
What are you doing?
I don't. Dude, it's glitching out on me. I don't. What the
You
fuck?
want to go up there?
Yeah,
Whoa!
you move. I'm trying to be like closer to Gatto.
Yeah, but you're.
Why?
Why are you going way down there?
Dude, it's going and doing it on its own. I don't know what's happening.
Baby, come back.
Yes.
Right about
Thanks.
there.
Thanks. And then
You're welcome.
I'm gonna shoot at him. Yeah, like right there.
You shoot at me?
No.
Yes.
I mean, I'm about to if you keep popping off like this. Piece of shit. Anyways, I'm gonna shoot at the fire dwarf motherfucker. Oh, no, see, now, why? Stop. What the fuck is going on?
Get it together.
There we go. I still don't know what's happened. Why? Probably not, right? Cool.
No. Anything else?
Got nothing.
Gato.
Alrighty.
Dolly loves you, Ty.
Lol.
You know, I've been saying hi to her this whole time. Ty hasn't said it once, and I have
That's
nothing.
so unfair.
She said hi to you up here.
Well, you didn't tell me, and I felt offended.
I said hi, Nikos, at some point.
Well, then it must have
Elizabeth even says hi now, too.
Oh, hey.
You get
She
two
said
for.
hi, Valken.
Okay, thank you.
Mark, middle finger.
Oh, no.
There.
There we go. That's what I like to hear. I'm sorry. I'm trying. My mouse is being so fucked up right now, and I don't know why.
Okay, so.
I guess.
So as he steps around the corner, you can now see a little angry metal dwarf that's on fire.
I'll be right back.
Yes, babe.
And he has a little hammer that he just tried to swing at this cat. And this cat smells like singed cat fur as he comes running up to you to shoot arrows.
Great. I'm going to. I don't really want to attack until I absolutely have to. So I'm just going to ready. I'm going to unattach my mace attachment to my hand. I'm gonna attach the crossbow attachment as
Okay.
my bonus action, and then I'm still just gonna sit there and ready my sacred flame. Right, that's what it's called. Yeah, sacred
Weren't you
flame.
supposed to fire when Panther got attacked?
Did he get attacked again? I totally forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
He just got attacked, and
Yeah,
then
I guess so. I mean, if you want to revert back to that real quick, it would be a Dex 12. He would have to make to save.
14.
Yeah, so 14. So I guess, kind of. It doesn't really look like I'm doing a damage spell because I completely miss. It kind of just fizzles around him.
What
But
was
I
it?
do. It's just the sacred flame spell. It's just a cantrip.
Oh, I
Just
know
a
what you're talking. It also wouldn't have done anything because it's a flame.
I mean, it deals radiance.
Oh, it does it? Okay. Never mind. It's immune to fire
It
damage.
says a flame-like radiance.
Got it. So a holy
So,
light.
yeah, it would be holy light, yeah.
A holy fireball.
It just kind of fizzles out around him, and so that happened, and I'm just gonna do the
The
same
light wasn't
thing,
bright enough with his over his light.
and I guess, so that happened when he got attacked. So
Yeah.
now I can still attack, and I'm just gonna fuck it. I'm just gonna say fuck it and say I love cats. Don't attack the cat. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame at him. So another Dex save, 12.
Did I get hurt or did anything happen while I was restarting
Ooh,
my
there
shit?
you go,
No.
buddy. Big old 2, 3.
So he takes 4 points of radiant damage. I'm gonna say stay away from my friends, and so yeah, that's my action bonus action, and now I'm here. I'm still just gonna stay
So, as you
in the
smacked him,
stands.
its attention from the cat is now kind of directed to you. Um, and it just kind of looks at you and he just, roar. He's not a. He yells at you, ah, kind of a thing. As
Shit.
as as that happened, and Hal.
I feel like I'd start to recognize the fighters.
As these guys are teaming up and fighting, you're starting to get flashbacks of a group, um, kind of like of a cave, but then you also kind of get a flash of a band. But with all of that happening, it was a snap of reality and of Madame Pixie snapping at the side of your eye, and she's like, "Stop daydreaming. Always daydreaming." She's like, "You keep thinking that you're something that you're not," and she's like, "Look at." She's like, "He's got him on the run." Like he's like, Panthros days are over, and and she's like, doesn't really notice that Gatu is really not, but she's like, that old hasbag fighter, he's finally gonna be done. And she's like, and the worship one will be so happy.
I'm I'm gonna backhand her.
Oh,
I it, why? All right, so that guy on fire, he's a magic spell, isn't he?
Wait, hold on. First, did you backhand her
Hold on.
first?
Before I do that, because this is my train
Okay.
of thought. I is the fire guy a magical being or is he like an actual like is it like a summoned or something like
Uh, it's yeah. No, she summoned him from another
okay.
dimension or another. That was what the portal when she opened the portal and he came through is what you saw when she was like, I was bored of this.
So I look down at my lost hand and I'm like, you should be there. I never lost you. I never lost you. You should be there. And I'm a fucking backhand this bitch and break her concentration.
Um,
Whoa.
but the creature came from a portal.
I'm sorry if I was not a family.
No, no, I'm joking. So as you as you smack her, she stops and looks at you and cast hold person. I don't know what exactly you have to roll on a hold person.
Before she casts that, don't I get my turn? Is hold person a reaction? Is she reacting to me?
Yes. She was
Okay.
reacting to. Sorry, I should have said. She's reacting to you smacking her, uh, and casting hold person.
Is hold person a saving throw, or does she have to roll to hit?
I
Should be a saving throw with it.
The saving throw.
give me a dexterity saving throw.
Shield can't help me on this. Okay. 7.
Oh,
Ouch.
You
It's like cocked on my screen. It
you
was my
cocked
18.
her and she um give me an unarmed strike.
Or
So you left a red mark across her face. Did you use your right hand or your left hand?
I used my missing hand, thinking it was still there.
And um uh, as you did that, she stopped you. So as you smacked her and left the big red hand mark on her face, she
There's a hand mark there
yeah, she stops you
with my
as your
knife.
hand is coming away from her face, and she glares at you and goes, "You dare strike me?" And her eyes just turn on
Yo, baby
red,
mom.
and she looks at you and she's like, I treated you like my son. I have brought you into this family and gave you your tools
I
to
have
play
no
with.
idea who you are, lady.
And she looks at you and she's like, and I have no idea who you are. And she tosses you across the place. You hit that wall. You're prone. You go limp and
How
um,
does she toss him? How does she toss him that far, bro?
I
Tell
don't
me.
know. I don't know. God, I, she tosses you into the maze.
No, I'm over there now.
You're over
How
there
does
now.
it happen?
She picks you up force slam like force, like
Force
like Vader, full on, and
Yeah.
Fair enough.
throw tosses you over there. Um,
back to reality? Question mark.
as another reaction, and those are her two legendary reactions as she's been holding since the beginning of this fight because she hasn't done anything other than talk to you guys.
So, as a bonus action, am I allowed to like do I get like a flash of anything?
Yeah, as you hit that wall,
Instead
you get a flash of of a tiefling. You get a flash of pretending to be a devil. You get a flash of a base. You get a flash of all of a
That's your
sudden
mom.
an ice cave. You get a flash of the ground.
Twinkle, twinkle, little stars.
Beautiful.
And you wake up. So then do you think to yourself, is this a dream? Or was that a dream that how long were you concussed for?
Yeah, absolutely. And I get this overwhelming urge. If I look around, do I see anything that resembles
You
like
see stars.
metal cords?
No, you see stars right now.
Okay.
You're kind of like, what the fuck just happened? You smacked her, and did you
Ah,
just pass out? Did I just see a bunch of like my past life? What the fuck? Wait, was
I
I
think that's
dreaming?
the end
Because
of my
what happened?
turn. That's definitely the end of my turn. I need to contemplate.
I need to contemplate my life now.
Um, for Geet,
Did I take any damage?
no, you just took embarrassment,
Who did pride?
a little bit of pride.
Oh, oh, oh.
Um, Brigitte jumps down and runs over and starts petting you. And she goes, "It's okay, it's okay. I have a kitty too." And you get where does she not have that yet?
Oh, you got my hopes up for
Oh,
nothing.
you have a power that can restore. Yeah, 5 hit points.
Yay! Thank you, lady. I purr as she's petting me.
Ah,
Oh, okay. You know what? Yeah, we'll go 5. We'll hold off right now. We're not gonna get too excited. And that was her action and move, and it's Ezra's turn. Um, he looked over and you blasted him with that light. Does he have jump? And he is now focused on you, and does not have a jump. Okay. So he sees that you're in the back. Um, we're gonna go this way. So a bunch of you guys are over there, and he gets right in front of you, Rhythm, but not in striking damage or striking range. Um, Rhythm, right before your turn, you hear uh the tiefling that's wearing the fancy clothes yell at the person that you just threw across the place. I thought you were something. I took you in. You were nothing on the street. I showed you the way. I showed you everything. And you do this? And it is your
She's
turn.
talking to me or?
Yeah, she's yelling at you.
Huh.
And the crowd is going absolutely crazy with everything that is going on. Just in case you were wondering, you hear people screaming and yelling. Um, they are, if they had food, they would totally be throwing food
It,
because you never
Are they
found.
loving it or are
Oh
they
yeah,
appalled?
they are loving it. There's a
Okay.
fire demon chasing around a cat that's constantly getting burned. There's a there, one of their own just got tossed from the main stage across the floor.
Not just tossed.
Yeah, like
Fucking
A
sports.
70
hurled,
yard
fucking
fucking
hurled it,
shot put.
shot put it
Bye, bitch.
Oh,
with a
man.
wailing scream. I imagine her doing that, ah, like L,
Yeah.
like the L
Yeah. Big
push.
time.
The little bit of blood came out of her nose and just I just watched.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
move.
Whose turn is it?
It is rhythms.
It's a weather lovely night.
I'm gonna move here,
As
and
you
I'm gonna
do
yell.
that, he kind of nods and smiles at you because you opened up the gap, and he's not the most smartest person or creature, so he thought you were kind of helping him
All
because you're getting in his
right,
way.
he's gonna dislike the next action because here comes another shot at him. 17.
17 hits.
Oh, nice. 13.
You need to describe a shotgun shot for us. You can't just say you're loading this fucking slug up and shooting it.
I mean, I'm loading it up smug-like and then shooting him because I know that he's
Yeah.
totally dumb. I'm not that bright, but this guy's dumber.
So as he smiled and nodded at you, and you ran pattering across the spot, cocked your shotgun, tracked him. Did you yell anything at him? Because as you blasted him, you hear this big ping, and he turns and he screams with a blind, and you see a big old fucking chunk of his shoulder just get blown through. Um, and he looks super pissed off, and he kind of goes down. He fuck got to now. His sights are on you, and he's pissed.
I flip him a specifically orc um a rude gesture. It's cause. Um and I yell at the others, I'm like, you keep him busy, I'm pretty sure I can take him down.
Mm-hmm.
And is that the end
Well
of your
done.
turn?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the end of my turn.
Cool. Panthro?
I am going to notch me an error and fire at this motherfucker. Kachiga. Fuck. 7. Bounces off.
Totally bounces off. Actually, it goes in, and the heat radium off of it
It
burns
just
it up.
burns it up. Yep, sounds about right. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do. I ain't no magic person. I don't really want to move either because he's not looking for me. Yeah, I'm good. Take it away, boss.
Got to.
He's a pussy.
Whatever. How is the demon guy looking on health?
He
Can't
is
tell you roll a one.
looking really pissed off and on his last leg.
Could be able to tell because you're in World War.
Good part of his shoulder got blown off.
Alright, we're just gonna finish screwing on my crossbow attachment. And we're gonna go ahead and take a shot at him with that. And so the crossbow attachment doesn't look like a crossbow at all. It's just kind of like a knob that I hook on, and an arrow just kind of comes out of my arm. Like my arrows are inside of my body, right?
Almost like a Gatling gun kind of a style.
I mean, it's just it just has one singular
Yeah,
hole
but
in
I
it.
picture it kind of goes down, but it as it shoots, another one rotates and locks right in.
Yeah, 100%, yeah. So that's what that looks like, and we're just gonna. 10 doesn't hit.
No, as it goes flying onto him, the heat off of him burns it all up.
Yeah, it kind of rolls me back a little bit when I do it, and then yeah, we're just gonna Load in another shot. I guess I'm gonna move a little bit. I'm gonna move like over here. Is that? Yeah. Still outside here. I'm just gonna roll over to this side of the arena.
You climbing back over that
Very.
wall?
No, no. I, I, I'm inside the arena. I can't be with them. So yeah, I'm there. I'm right alongside the wall, and that's it.
Sorry, I have to go back to my thingy. Where are you? Hell, getting up, looking around. You have half speed for being knocked out or being knocked down. Um, you see them again fighting. You look at your hand, and you're looking around. Something seems very particular, very odd, but at the same time, super foreign. Like, why did you just lash out at Madame Pixie? She was right about everything that she said to you, but why do these people at the same time seem so familiar?
I feel like I've after that crashing into the wall, uh, that like that border between the two souls has gotten much narrower, and I hear this like bleed through of the song Black Betty going in my head, like the start of Black Betty. And yeah, and black feathers start to engulf my body as I go bestial. Um,
Oh, Black Betty,
Whoa,
Black
Black
Betty.
Betty, bam. She's a
and
magic
like
bam, one out damn, and a bit of bam,
I
bam.
feel like I'm
Hi,
having,
Ryan.
I feel like I'm having flashes of like standing in the Underdark with, or the in the on the plains with Alice Cooper, and I'm starting to remember like bits and bobbles. And I just don't like these people around me. Like the group inside the Coliseum seems much cooler than the people around me anymore. Uh, and I'm going to just fire a chromatic orb at the red fire demon.
Whoever's jerking off,
Nikos.
Sorry,
Nikos.
I wasn't even paying attention to scratching my head. I was like scratching my head. I'm like,
I'm going
yeah,
to use
sorry.
lightning damage and
Okay.
does a 23 hit.
Yes, 23 does hit. Fuck, how did you get 23?
And I'm going to do 20 damage.
Damn, son.
Um, so tell me what you do exactly.
I guess, like I said, I stand up and I hear the
The
song
Black Betty.
start,
But what?
and my body gets covered in feathers, and I put my full hand up, my main hand, and I form this cylinder, like this crackling yellow orb, and it just like forms at the face of my palm and just fires at the fire demon.
So that hits the fire demon, and as it hit, it strikes through his shield and goes up through his arm and explodes his skull. Um,
I'm
and
gonna
you
throw up the
hear
phone.
Pixie just yell out, "You insolent fool!" And she says, "All of you." And as she says that, everything again goes completely and utterly black. And you hear a familiar voice a voice who sent you into judgment or into what's the word am I looking for? Sent you into your execution or executed your crime, the executioner version. You heard the same version of Dio come trickling back. Where'd you go? You keep hearing, "Where'd you go?" Um, and as you guys slowly fade, you start seeing the face of the multi god again.
With the big penis.
And as he's looking over, you're hearing Dio talk, but his face is switching over to Dimebag, and he looks at you very puzzledly. And you guys all look, and you see Han still kind of like standing there, and his eyes flip backwards, and he's just frozen as you guys are all coming back in. And that's where I'm leaving you guys at tonight. So thank you for
Bum bum
playing.
bum. Sorry, I was late.
Thank you all for hanging out, watching. Um, yeah, I had to make them do a lot more role playing.
I'm sorry.
They said that you were terrible,
That doesn't surprise me. Guy's an asshole.
Whoa.
and that was mean. And Dolly's gonna probably yell at you for saying that. Give her a second.
I'm sure she will.
Oh,
She's always yelling.
Ryan
On
says it's
time.
okay.
Hello, Ryan.
Drunk, but I believe in you. I'll play eventually. Uh, but yeah, thank you all for playing. Friday is some video games for me, and then Sunday night again. You guys, yeah. I hope the shit hasn't gotten too crazy. There is method to my madness, I guess. I don't know. We'll find out
Probably
how
not.
the story goes.
Are we gonna play as our which characters are we gonna play as next week?
Or normal
Uh,
one.
I'm gonna say most likely you guys are gonna be playing with Duncan and the band Battle Tards.
Yeah.
Oh, the-
Can we level up our other characters one level?
Uh, no, not yet.
oh. He thought about it. He thought about it.
Dude, all I want is the spell slots. That's all I want.
Oh, true that.
I can't do anything right now. I can cast
We
2
should switch.
spells.
We should switch over to an XP model instead of milestone.
Oh, that just takes all the power away.
You just want to avoid murder hoboing.
Yeah, literally.
It's true.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm just checking. Just checking.
We'll see. How about that? We'll see. Give me thought process on that one.
Level 1 is so hard, Blanks. Just give us level 2, and then I don't really care.
I know. You know how many levels I skipped, you guys.
But level 1 is so hard. We now played with him twice. Just saying.
Yeah.
Level 1, dude. I can cast 2 spells as our healer, and I'm like, what if we really get hurt?
I feel you. I tried to punch someone and got like a 7. And I have two spell slots. I passed an entire turn, and I've only used one. I only have 1 spell slot left.
But yeah, no, yeah, it was fun. It was cool. That was cool. That was cool. That was a fun night.
Awesome. All right, boys. Thank you again all for playing. We'll see you next week. Hopefully, we'll have Scotty back. I might have to run a little side game with him. How about this? If I get to run a side game with Systematic, and I can catch him up to get him to play a solo to make him fight for a level 2, I will let you guys all level up too.
Oh, he gotta do it, damn it. He gotta be
And
that
if
guy.
not, we continue on with these characters. When you carry on with these characters, there will be level 1. I don't know the next time you will play with them. I have them in time to your actual main campaign as well at certain points.
Call out the doppelgangers.
So, and also these are the backups. Also, if somebody needs to go away, they're there for a side kind of a story,
Side game.
inside game where I don't have to just constantly make a weird dungeon crawl. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. I thought it'd be
No,
fun.
it's cool. I dig it. It makes a good. It's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Because if like the main group can't play, you can just bring these characters into something else and have it mean nothing essentially, but still
Or
have it be
something to
fun.
them.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
have
Like
a
it's taking
It's
I
just
another.
something different, but yeah.